Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So I'm going to do the history of the Quran. So first of all, it began, the revelation happened when Prophet Muhammad ﷺ was in the cave of Hira, and the angel Jibril was sent to him by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and he told him to read. And the Prophet said, I cannot read. And this happened for like 3 times. And then Angel Jibril would hug him each time tightly. And then for the 3rd time, he told him, Iqra bismi rabbika alladhi khalaq. Read in the name of Allah who created. And then he would say the first verses of Surah Al-Alaq. And after this incident, he went back home to his wife Khadija, who consoled him, and then she took him to her cousin Warqa bin Nawfal, who testified his prophethood. Okay, now why there was no any compilation of the Quran during Prophet Muhammad's time was because, number one, a lot of people didn't know how to read or write, and number two, the Arabs were famous at the time to have memorizational skills. They all knew how to memorize a lot of things, and a lot of them knew how to memorize. But what happened was, during the Battle of Yamama, a lot of those Sahabas who memorized the Quran by heart died, so then the compilation had to occur.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Izzati binti Rozaini, and my metric number is 1928376, and I will be talking about the compilation of Al-Quran during Khalifa Abu Bakr's time. Basically, what led to the compilation of the Quran is that 70 Hafiz, or memorizers of the Quran from the Sahaba, passed away in the Battle of Yamama, and this concerned Umar radiallahu anhu a lot. Therefore, he suggested to Abu Bakr to compile the Quran into one mushaf so that it will not be lost. And then Abu Bakr subsequently appointed Zaid ibn Thabit to head the compilation of the Quran. He had the help of a lot of the Sahaba, and he had his own conditions as to how he would recheck and cross-check the accuracy of an ayah. It took about a year to compile, and it was named Musaf Abu Bakr. It was then subsequently passed on to Khalifa Umar, and after that his daughter after he passed.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Melinla Dahlem. I will present about the main factor that Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today, I will present my mind map is about the main factor that lead to the compilation of the Rasm Uthmani. For the first point, I will focus on the historical of the Uthman era. So Uthman was born into the Commitment Mecca clan Ibn Umayyah of the Quraysh tribe, which is the former ruling class in Mecca. He played a major role in early Islamic history, and he known for having authored the compilation of the standard version of the Quran. For the next point, I will focus on the election of the Uthman Umar, the Caliph before the Uthman offered the name of the 4 senior Sahaba to select one of the position of the Caliph from the 4 people. So finally he was selected Umar Uthman to maintain the next position of the Caliph. Alright, for the next point, I will focus on the event that happened in the Uthman era. For the first one is the conquest of territory during the first 6 years, the land conquest of the North Africa, and including the conquest of the Western Roman Empire, is the land where the Turkey is located today. Actually, there is many land that the Uthman has conquests of territory. Alright, for the next point, I will focus on the how to compilation of the Rasm Uthmani. For the copy of the Quran due to the expansion of the Islam kingdom, that is why some Muslims read the Quran differently. Uthman sent the people to Hafsa bin Umar to request a copy of the Quran manuscript. So, manuscript to copy the Quran, and then the Uthman delivery of the Quran went to cities such as the Egypt and Syria, Iraq, and he ordered the burn of the Quran scattered in the various places in the protect it from destruction. Thus, during the lifetime of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, the Quran was written, while the compilation was done by during Abu Bakr Khalid and the copy during Uthman Khalid. Alright, finally, so the Quran we are reading now is the Rasm Uthmani. It is the Quran that has a way of using symbol or whereas makes us for easy and accuracy in reading the Quran. Alright, that's all for me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
The text of the Al-Quran, which has arrived to us today, uses the standard of Uthmani Rasm Mushaf. Rasm is which located in the Uthmani Mushaf is one of the secrets that lies in the writing of the Al-Quran manuscript, related to several sentences in the Al-Quran written by a friend in Uthmani Mushaf, with a special model that is different from the rules for writing Imla. The terms of writing Mushaf Uthmani, including the first one is the rule of eliminating hazaf, the second is addition ziyadah, the third one is the writing hamas, fourth is the replacement badal, fifth is the grafting wasal, and the last one is the separation fasal.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Rabiatul Adawiyah and I will talk about the advantages and privileges of Rasm Uthmani. So, the first one is Tawqifi from Rasulullah. Rasm Uthmani is a method taught by Rasulullah to the companion directly. This means that this Rasm actually came from Allah SWT. Second is part of the pillars of reading Quran. Reading Quran is something that is encouraged and rewarded for those who read it. And the scholar have agreed that pillars of correct recitation of Quran have three things which should coincide with one of the Ottoman Mus'haf. Third is this covers seven letters of the Quran. It is coincide with the pieces of Qiraat, and that was taught by Rasulullah to the friends. And the last one is it is coincides with the last presentation. There is another important factor that proves that Rasm Uthmani is very important in the writing of the Quran, and it coincides with the last presentation of the Quran by Rasulullah SAW with the angel Gabriel alayhi salam.
Assalamualaikum. So my part I will be explaining why is the reason of the standardization of the Quran during the Prophet times. The Prophet sent numerous companions to reach the Quran to different tribes and cultures. As Islam spread to distant lands, the conflict began to emerge between Muslim reciting according to various modes and dialects. And this has led Caliph Uthman to compile and distribute a copy of Quran in order to remove confusions. Due to unfamiliarity of non-Muslim towards the language of Arabic, the different method of the Quran recitings have been devised. It had been devised by Caliph Uthman in order to accord with their pronunciation of the Quraysh at first, because Al-Quran was first sent down in Mecca to the people of Quraysh. Historically, Islam largely expanded to the nation other than Arabs, and this had made the method of readings different. And when the method of readings is different, not about the method, but the way the Arabic recitation is different, this may lead to the turmoil of the essence of the Quran. And due to that, Caliph Uthman established committee when he had been informed by Huzaifa, who had passed by the Shams and Iraq on the way to Azerbaijan and Khorasan. Uthman decided to elect Zayd to lead the committee along with his Sahaba, who assigned to copy 6 Mushaf according to the one that taken from Hafsa. The example of variant is when Alqamah ibn Qais traveled to Syria, he met the companion, which is Abu al-Darda, and he asked Alqamah how Ibn Mas'ud recite Surah Al-Layl. He responded that Ibn Mas'ud recited verse 3 as wa al-Dhakari wa al-Unta, which mean and by the male and the female, instead of wa ma khalaqa al-Dhakara wa al-Unta, which mean and by that which created the male and the female.